After building my drone business to six figures over the last 7 years and helping over 100 drone pilots build their business, and then obviously talking to thousands of drone pilots, I've really learned that there are some things that I've had challenges with over the years and that I see drone pilots suffer from that's kind of keeping them held back. And one of those things is being in the loop of, I won't be a professional until, or once I get to XYZ, then I'll be able to call myself a business owner or a professional. And however long that list is, I'm sure you've got a list of things that you're like, once I get here, once I get to this revenue goal, or once I do this, then I'll be a professional. It's just not true. Like, no matter how long the list is, like all of that stuff, you just need to remove mentally. And one of those things, it's like super funny, but back when I was maybe like a year or two in, I was like, man, if I just had a label maker, I would be a professional drone pilot. It's so funny, like thinking now, like, oh, that's what would make me a professional. Obviously not. But I was like, man, if I had a label maker, then I could put my registration number just like right on the side. Wouldn't have to draw it on with a Sharpie. It'd be so professional and so cool. And I was telling my wife that, and she's like, just buy a label maker. They're like $35. Like, what are you talking about? But in my mind, that was just on the list of things that was keeping me from being a business owner, from being a professional. But that was the list that I made for myself. That list was just made up, and I didn't have to do any of those things on the list to be a professional. But we have these things on our list, whether it's like, I want to make X amount of money and I want to do this full time. For me, it was like, I can't have a part-time job. I need to be full-time to be a professional. Or I can't, maybe I want to get the Mavic 4 Pro. Once I get the Mavic 4 Pro, then I'll be a professional. Once I can afford the Inspire 3, I'll be a professional. Well, it's just not true. Like, at the end of the day, those are limiting beliefs that you're putting on yourself that are keeping you from achieving your goals. And so what I like to do practically with my clients is just talk through what they've actually done to become a professional. Because the more stuff that we can stack up on our side, the more we can realize that, okay, mentally, I don't feel like a business owner. Mentally, I don't feel like a professional drone pilot. But these are the things that I've done that 90% of other people haven't. And so I guess that does put me more in the professional side. Yeah, like I always want to get better. Like I want to continue to grow and continue to build my business. But it can't just like be from this negative list, right? And so if you ever get stuck in this like, oh, if only this, or if I could only do this, then I would be a professional and then I could be confident. Like, just build the confidence now. Just do the work to get the confidence. And so for me, it's like, okay, well, what have I done that could be looked at as a professional? And this is what I run through with all my pilots. It's like, okay, so you got the 107. You took a test, you paid for it, you studied, you got the license. Awesome. Checked off the list. Some people say it's really stupid, but that is the barrier to being able to fly commercially, make money flying drones in the US. So we did that. Great. You probably got a drone. However many drones you have, I think I have like 10 or so now. If you only have one, okay, you still have a drone. Okay, well, how many times have you flown? If you've flown 50 times, flown for 50 plus hours, or however much you've flown, okay, cool. That's what I've flown. Then we just keep stacking up the stuff that's just logistically like objective, because our mind can kind of like mold things. If we don't feel like a professional business owner, our mind will make us believe we are subjectively. But if we can just give objective data on like, okay, these are the 10 things that I've done, then now it's a lot easier for my mind to wrap around the fact that, okay, I am a professional. It's like, hey, we got the 107, we got a drone, we've got experience, we've got flight time, we've worked for how many clients, we've made this much money. Okay, so we're ahead of a significant amount of people just because we did those things. Okay, well, now what? For me, it's like a lot of times at the beginning when I started coaching people a couple of years ago, it's like, well, should I even coach? Like, I don't even know. It's like, okay, well, I've got 5+ years of experience now. I've got 7+ years of experience that I can bring to the table. I've built my business in multiple states, done it, across the country, had to restart from scratch and rebuild and built another clientele and work with clients all the time. Okay. So that's what I can teach on. That's what I can communicate. I'm not teaching people how to go to 7 figures because I haven't made 7 figures flying drones, but I've made 6 figures. So I can teach people what I've done and how they can make the first $1,000. That's 1/100th of the way there. So for me, it was just going through it practically and going, okay, well, what does the data say? And if you look at it and you're like, yeah, man, I have a drone, I got a 107, but I'm not experienced. Well, that's the easy part. Like, go out and fly the drone, like burn through a few batteries, get better at your craft, get better at your skill. You can control that. That's just doing reps. Like, that's just going to the gym and putting in the time to do the reps to get the reward, to get the output that we want. So do the work. If you're like, man, like I'm just not reaching out to enough clients. Okay, well then just reach out to more clients. If I'm not working with enough people, okay, well maybe my view of myself as a professional needs to get better. Like, a lot of times at the beginning, I was like, man, I'm working part-time. Like, I was working full-time, and then I started the business, and then I was able to go down to part-time, keep my benefits, and then have another part-time job and more flexibility, still pay the bills, but also build my business. And I was like, oh man, once I go full-time, that's when I can be a professional. Well, people still decided to work with me and pay me before I went full-time. Like, they weren't waiting, like, once you're full-time, then we can hire you. But in my mind, it was just a limiting belief of like, oh man, I got to wait until that happens. No, I don't. Like, I can be a professional today, even if I'm not working full-time in it. Like, yeah, one day I want to get there. One day I will get there. Today's not that day, and that's okay. So just look at like, what's the list? Like, what's on your list of things that's keeping you from wanting to be more confident? What are the things you can control? Go out and do the reps to get better. The more experience you get, the more confident you'll get. The more confident you'll get, the more you'll be able to communicate the value, talk to more clients. So do that 100%. But what are the things that you've done already that bring you into a new level of professionalism that shows you are an expert and shows you're a professional drone pilot, right? Versus saying, here are the 20 reasons why I'm not. Because that will keep you down always. But if you can build the list, because that list will be built on its own. Unfortunately, we're just negative all the time. Thinking about negative stuff, thinking our mindset's terrible. I'm trying to work on that every day. But if you can focus on the other side and go, okay, let me actively build a list that proves that I'm a professional based on the stuff that I've done, that will actually... I'm actually sweating in here because it's hot and it's in Vegas, but whatever. But that will give you the confidence to be able to go out and do it. Be like, hey, look, yeah, I'm not full-time. Yeah, I don't have the Mavic 4 Pro. Yeah, I don't have an Inspire 3. But here's what I've done. Because all that stuff, it just helps you build the business. It just helps with the business. It doesn't make you or break you. So go out, change your mindset. Go out and fly, get better, get the experience, build the confidence, and start making some more money flying drones, because that's what it's all about. So go out and fly safe.